Hi everyone, my name is Pakuslki and I write business plans, financial models for a long time. And my experience gave me an opportunity to create a free online business planning tool, which is called B2USER. Here you can see the name of it. Today I will show you how you can work in it to create online financial models of your startup. Generally, today this online service business planning tool works in Russian, but also you can use Google Chrome browser and use translator inside of it and quickly translate all the interface of this online model and use it as well. So now let's look at it, and I will describe the areas in this online business tool. Here on the left we can see the input buttons: prices, volumes, salary, fixed costs, variable costs, investments, loans, taxes, inflation, own money of the initiator of the project, cash flow statement, or you can report a bug if you see some troubles with our online tool. Here on the top you can see the area for the payback period diagrams. Here we can see 4 types of diagrams of payback periods. It is simple and discounted payback periods of all investments needed to start your project, and simple and discounted payback period diagram of your investment, not all money needed to start the business. And now I will go through input data and show how to use it. Here on the bottom we can see the cash flow statement done monthly on a 10-year horizon. Here on the right we can see the financial efficiency table. It consists of simple and payback period figures, net income, net present value, profitability index, ROI. Then we can see the amount of our money needed to start the business. Here we calculate the amount of loans needed to start the business, and here we can see the end cash flow balance at the end of a 10-year period. It is here at December 2027. You can switch on and switch off every graph, every diagram. The planning tool is absolutely interactive. Each adjustment of input data automatically affects the payback period graph, then financial efficiency table, then cash flow statement. So it is absolutely interactive. First of all, let's give a name of our startup. We just give it a name. For example, let's just type startup and go. Then let's start with prices table. To start this putting in the prices, we push the button add, and here we type, for example, product 1, and here we find the month when we first start selling it. For example, it will be let it be June 2018. Then we set the price. For example, it will be for example $7 per unit. Then we go to volumes. We have already product 1, and we set the amount of products we're going to sell. For example, it will be 2000 amounts per month. And after doing it, we see they automatically change the graph of simple and payback period. Then, for example, if we want to add another product, we can type product 2 or any other name, product 2. For example, it will start in August 2018. For example, it will cost $10 per unit. Then we go to volumes, and let's imagine that the amount of product 2 will have some seasonal fluctuations, and we switch to seasonal button, and we can adjust the amount of product 2 sold in each month. For example, 500, 400. So we have a typical year. So we go back to prices, and now we have seasonal prices, seasonal volumes, and we can, if our pricing is not stable, we can also switch on the seasonal button and say, for example, in January the price will be $10 per unit, then here 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here on the right we have additional buttons where you can copy this product. You can freeze this product using this button, or you can delete it. If you push on freeze button, you will exclude the effect of this product or a service from calculations and see your startup without it. And when you switch it again, you will include this product or a service uh, in your product, in your project. Yes. So let's go further. Um, so here we have volumes. Here we have salaries. As usual, we use add button. For example, we have SEO. The salary, for example, 2,000, for example, $4,000 per month. Number one, this person appears in, for example, May. Then, for example, then we have office manager. For example, he will earn $1,500. Number, he will start working, for example, in June, and his amount will be flexible because our business is seasonal, for example. And in January we will have 5 office managers, here 4, in February then 3, two, and here we see that our graphs, our diagram of payback period starts to be this way. It's because of our business being seasonal. 2, then 3, then 4, 5, and 5. Then we have our startup will have some fixed costs. For example, rent an office. For example, we use add button, then we type rent office. This will cost us this amount. We'll start this expense in, for example, this cost in August. Then then we have advertising. Advertising is $3,000, but not monthly. For example, we'll start it in April. It will be seasonal, and we will have this expense every 3 months. For example, $3,000 here, $3,000 here, then here and here. Um, then we go to variable costs, and we use add button as usual. We have here we have automatically placed product 1, and we say that um, here we need item 1 to produce product 1, and we need, for example, two units we need 2 units of item 1 to produce one product 1, and the cost of item 1 is for example $50. Then for example we need item 2 item 1 item 1 item 2, we need it 1, and the cost of item 1 per unit is for example $3 per 1 unit of item 1, and as a result we see the amount of money here to produce one product 1 that consists of item 1 and item 2. And then we can go to product 2 and do the same. We use add button as usual. We can name item 3 item 3 and item 4 and we need for example 3 units of item 3 and two and a half of unit number 4. The cost of per unit of item 3 is $4, and here $1.50, for example. And we have $17 is total cost to produce one product 2, and this cost consists of item 3 and item 4. Then we go to our investments. Use add button, and here we type the amount of years for amortization period. Usually we put here 10-year period for amortization. Then for example we want to buy some equipment. It will cost, for example, $300,000. We need to buy 2 units. Then we will buy equipment, for example, in March, then we will have some construction works. Construction that will cost us one just a moment, $1,200,000. Then, for example, what else? We need to buy some additional items to produce our products, and let's type additional materials. For example, that will be in April. For example, April amount 1. And we can see how automatically changes our simple and payback period diagram, our efficiency table, our cash flow statement. So here we can see absolutely that this online service is absolutely interactive. Then we go let's go further on taxation. For example, we will proceed to loan button a little bit after taxes. Here we have several tax systems. The first tax system is you can type is a percentage from income. So here you can type the percentage, and the income will be calculated, and the tax will be calculated from income you get each month. And here you can type the percentage of salary taxes. For example, in Russia we have insurance payments, personal income tax, and this tax is paid from income. USN 6%, or you can type any other percentage from income, from revenue. Another tax system is this one. Also, you can type the percentage of taxes from salaries, and here you can type the amount of percentage of tax from profit, not from revenue but from profit, is income minus expenses. So if you want to use that system, incomes minus expenses, you can type here the percent of tax from when you decrease your income using costs. The third tax system is a general tax system, where we have value-added tax, VAT. You can type it here. Then profit tax, property tax, salary taxes, insurance payments, and personal income tax. It is salaries taxes. Usually, all entrepreneurs use these type of taxation system. And here we see that our startup looks not good, and we need to correct the input data. And we can go to our our inputs in prices, and here we can correct, for example, put in other figures and see what will happen to our payback period graphs. And we see that the simple and payback period, discounted payback period diagram changes automatically. So in here we can see that April will be the time when we get back our money that we invested in our business. And here we can see that the NPV or net value, net income will be $3.9 million. Forget about rubles, you can use any other currency, it doesn't matter. And what else? We can see the discounted payback period. Then for example, we can if we go here, we will see the cash flow statement. And we have four types of cash flow. Here is non-detailized cash flow. We have a summary from operational, investment, and financial activities. And here we have another variant of cash flow. It is more detailed. So all the input data that we made before is here. We just use plus button or minus button and see all the data that we've put before. So we can see all the expenses, all the incomes, all the investments, all the taxes, and in our financial model all the input data are colored with yellow, and this line 18, number 18 of cash flow statement is also input data, because here we can see that we have negative cash balance. It is red, and we need to correct it, for example, to avoid it. Here is positive cash flow, and here we have negative. For example, we want to add a loan to help us avoid negative cash balance. For example, we will get a $1 million loan, and we go to the loan button, number 7, use add button, then we type loan number 1. It will be, for example, it will be $1.5 million. We will get it in February for example 2018, uh, the bank will give it us on 60 months. The term of loan will be 60 months, for example. 60 months. Then we set up the interest rate, for example 6%. Then we can have a holiday to pay um, the body of our loan. We can have a holiday to pay the body of our loan. So that will be, for example, 6 months, and we can have a holiday or not to pay the interest. For example, generally it is 0 month, but we can type, for example, the bank can give us a 3 months holiday to pay interest after we get the limit. So in here we see that our financial efficiency is not so good as we planned, and as usual we can go to our pricing or volumes and correct. For example, let's type $70 per product, and now we see that the financial efficiency is okay, but still we have a negative cash flow sometimes. And we need to add some money. For example, we can go to line 18 and add, for example, $500,000 to avoid this negative. Then we go here, we need $14,000 to avoid this negative cash flow. And now we see that there is no negative cash flow. And now we can calculate the general amount of money needed to start this business. As a result, what we have here 4 type of diagrams. This is simple and discounted payback periods of our money. For example, here we have our own money. We need to start this business. It is $504,000. Then we have loan, $1.5 million, and we have $7.5 million cash balance at the end of the period. It is here. Then we have a simple and discounted payback period of all money needed to start this business. For example, if you want to see the detailed information of your project, you can go to cash flow and see all the inflows and outflows of money at each time. For example, you can move to using this button to 2027 year and see the cash generated by the project. You can go here or here. You can use this button and to see less detailed cash flow. So using this interactive, and also of course you can register using this button and create more projects. So I suppose that this information was useful to you. You may use it online, free online business planning tool to calculate whether your investment project is profitable or not so profitable. You can change the input data to correct the figures of simple, discounted payback period, net income, net present value. So if you want to order a business plan or order a financial model more detailed in Excel, you may contact me. My contacts will be in description of this video. Also I will give a link of B2USER. The name is simple, b2y.ru/online. My contacts will be also in description, my Skype, my mail. So if this information was useful for you, you may subscribe my YouTube channel, and good luck. Bye.